Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be installing some stabilizer jacks in the front of my Coleman 13R. This will be same for all the Coleman 13 models. I'll show you what I have. I have these 5,000 pound stabilizer jacks. Remember, these are stabilizers, not levelers, folks, for your camper. A lot of people are leveling with these and they should not be doing that. You should be leveling at the wheel with something like that, the ball leveler. With these are the Vivor 5,000 pounds. You can find whatever brand you'd like to use. This comes with that to raise your jacks up and down, same as the stock ones. It also comes with an attachment to do it with your drill or whatever. You will have to buy your own screws. These are sheet metal screws, 1/4 inch or number 14s, whatever you prefer. And of course, you'll have to provide your own drill to drill the frame and some drill bits. These are self-tapping, but I still like to drill them ahead of time. Folks, we're going to start on the city water connection side today because we have our low point drain valves here. So I'm going to have to set it up so I'm kind of in between those and I'm not in the way of being able to drain both of these when I'm ready to leave the campsite or home or wherever. So we're going to get this one lined up where we want it, then we'll take a measurement and do the same thing on the other side so they're pretty much as lined up as possible. Since I'm doing this by myself and these are fairly heavy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by drilling a single hole, just enough so I can have something to hold the jack up here while I get another hole started on the other side. It's kind of difficult to do by yourself since I'm trying to do this both hands and hold it at the same time. But what I'm trying to do is to get it to where I can have 3 of the screws on either side. So right now I'm just marking one hole on this side. I'll drill it and then I'll get it to where I can have a screw up there holding it into place so I can get the other side. I'll put the screw in really loose too, but first I got to drill a pilot hole, which you're going to want to do because I think it'll make it easier in the long run to do that. And remember, you should have some kind of eye protection because you are drilling into metal. So I'll just start off really slow. There should be no wires or anything on this side. All the waters run on the inside. I just got a little bit of a start there. Alright folks, now that I got one pilot hole started, the kit that I bought off of Amazon comes with the tool to put it in there. Sorry, I know it's hard to see, but I am trying to do this under the camper. And it comes with the, it's the self-tapping screws, and it comes with the kit, the tool to put it in there. Folks, what I'm going to try and do the best I can on camera here, make sure you got your jack obviously lining up the right way too. So what I'm going to do now, we're putting the self-tapping screw in here. Sorry if you can't see this on camera, I am doing this by myself in a dark area. So you have your screw, that's our hole started. These screws are magnetic. You're going to want to try and protect your eyes from the metal the best you can coming out of here because the self-tapping screws will eject a little bit of metal. Alright, so that should be good enough to hold it into place. Now what I can do is I can go back through, we can line everything up. I can go back through now with my drill bit and drill the holes out better, and then I don't have to mark it again. I just have everything lined up where I want to do it. We have one screw in. I just have to put another 5 screws in. I am going to start them ahead of time. These self-tapping screws really do help, but I just think for making it a little bit easier, it's good to use the drill bit ahead of time. All right, folks, so what I'm going to do now, remember again, you want to do this so you're not attached to hitting anything. All the wiring on this camper is on the outside of the frame. They didn't run any wiring as far as I can tell through the frame. So these 1.5 inches were pretty good. You can use 1 inch, 1.5 inches, whatever, into there. But now to even it out on the other side, what I'm going to do is take my tape measure and I'm just going to the edge of the plate that's attached to the stabilizer to the front of the frame, and I've got 7.5 inches. So on the other side, I'm going to want to draw a line 7.5 inches from the edge of the frame, and then we'll go from there and try to line it up. Again, 7.5 inches is about right. I'm a little bit center of the 2 drain holes on this side. That's why I figured it was better to do it on this side. Folks, again, what I'm doing, we had a measurement of 7.5 inches from the front of the frame. So we're going to draw a line here, which I've already done at 7.5 inches. And then you take your jack. You're not lining the hole up. You're lining the edge of the jack part. So We're going to do that. Make sure we got it going in the right direction. We line it up with there, and then we draw our pilot hole mark with the marker. And I've already done that as well. So I'm going to do the pilot hole now with the drill again. I'm using the drill bit just to do the starter one. Again, I think it's easier to do it this way, especially do it by myself. Protect your eyes the best you can from doing this, and this is just the pilot hole for the first screw. And again, there should be no wiring on this side. It's a good time to check out spots on your camper too if there's any open holes or anything that the mice tried to get in. I haven't seen anything yet, but while you're under here too, check all your bolts and everything. It's just an extra step. I mean, it's not part of this deal, but just a suggestion. All right, so now I got the pilot hole started. I'm going to switch out the drill bit, and then we're going to put the first screw in. All right, folks, since I'm right-handed, I'm spinning myself around the frame. Make sure your wheels are chalked and stuff on this too. Make sure you're also aiming this in the right direction. Make sure you protect your eyes while doing this. Again, you're drilling metal. So once you get this first one in, it'll be a little bit easier. It's kind of a clusterfuck right now. But first one's in, and now I can line up all my holes, folks. I'm going to put the second one in now. Again, just make sure everything lines up pretty good. I'm lined up with the frame as straight as possible. And then, again, protect your eyes. Alright, once you got two of them in there, you should be pretty good to go. After you're done doing this, you might want to put a little lube or something in there. Maybe go through and clean them up better and paint them too. You don't want this stuff to rust off on you. So I'm going to put the rest of the screws in there, and then we'll lower the stabilizers down and talk about them a little bit more. Alright, folks, I'm going to put these down now. And then what we're going to do is lubricate it afterwards. We should always keep it lubricated with something like a WD-40 silicone or whatever. So, remember, we're not lifting the camper, we're only stabilizing it. So you just want to have it on there enough pressure to keep this thing from wiggling around too much. You're still going to have some wiggle in this little camper, folks, but you just want it secure. I'm using a little WD-40 silicone, spraying around some of the moving parts up top and the bottom, and then especially where the threads are, all the way across. All right, folks, that was a pretty simple installation. I tried to show the best I can. Obviously, it's dark underneath the camper. It's really not that hard to do. Just pick up a set of 5,000-pound stabilizer jacks. You really don't need much more. You can usually find them on sale on Amazon. That's where I got these. Just keep an eye on the screws. You might want to go around, check all your screws on your camper anyway, and that should be part of it. You could throw some Loctite or whatever in there, put some star washers or something to hold them on. But this should make the camper a lot more stable, at least in the front end. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to have more camping videos coming up soon. Bye for now.